So a few days ago, Amazon changed their quarantine policy once again. And for those who don't know, originally, for those who haven't been working here for some time, originally it was 14 days. If you got sick and you tested positive for COVID, you would get 14 days off with every day that you were originally meant to work paid. Now, a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago, I'm honestly not really sure when this took place, but they changed it from 14 days to 10 days. I had no idea about this until I actually ended up getting COVID a few weeks ago. And when I applied for 14 days, it got rejected. And then I had to call the ERC and get it fixed and get it changed to 10 days because I had no idea that it was changed to 10 days, but it was. And so now we had 10 days off with about a week and a half or about 6 days off paid as opposed to the original 8 days off paid. So it got shortened a little bit, and this one was a little bit more understandable to me. You know, a large majority of the people who do test positive for COVID are fine by the 10th day, and after testing positive by the 10th day, you're probably safe to go out and go do things, go back to work and stuff like that. And overall, you're most likely going to be fine. But Amazon once again changed their policy just a few days ago on January 7th, so I believe that was 3 days ago now. They once again changed their policy, this time going from 10 days to 7 days, meaning that when you get COVID, you can only miss 7 days of work. So if you get it on a Sunday, you're back by the next Sunday, and you only get it says up to 40 hours off paid. I'm not really sure what that entails. I'm not sure if they're going to equivalent how much work you're going to be missing and paying you for all of those days, or if they're just going to be like, well, we're just going to give you 20 hours. We're just going to give you 30 hours. Because they did say up to 40 hours paid, but nobody knows what that entails really until we figure it out with everyone getting COVID right now. Until their case goes through and gets accepted, we won't really know what this entails. Now, in today's video, I will be discussing my thoughts on this new policy, and I also want to get your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I want to see what your opinions are on this new change and Amazon's change that goes drastically from 14 days off if you get COVID all the way to 7 days off. Now, Amazon's reason for this, if you don't know this already, the CDC a couple of weeks ago did announce that they now recommend 7-day isolation periods and that 10-day isolation periods are no longer necessary. And that's Amazon's reason for changing the whole policy to begin with. But everyone already knows that CDC didn't do that for our safety. That is not safe, it is not intelligent, and that wasn't the CDC's intention on their changing of the policy. The reason that they changed the policies is for corporations because they were losing out on money from people getting sick and from people having to go home and be paid, and overall they just wanted people to get back to work faster. Now, we've had doctors say it, we've had a lot of people who are more intelligent on the topic and have done more research, we've had them say it and pretty much call out the CDC and say this isn't a smart recommendation and you should still quarantine for 10 days or 14 days. And that overall, pretty much everyone knows the CDC is not doing this for the safety of our citizens in America. They're doing this for companies, and they want people to get back to work faster because they know that you're losing out on money for the longer you're out. We've even had some state governments, I believe like Michigan I believe it was Michigan, where they were like, we're not going to follow this new policy from the CDC. We're going to continue our already established quarantine policy, and we are not going to be participating in the 7-day policy. And Amazon has been tanking a lot lately in terms of employees at work. For those who don't know, although if you work at Amazon, I'm pretty sure you do know, everybody's facilities lately with the Omicron variant going around, literally everyone's facilities has lost like at least 25% of their employees. It's been absolutely empty at a lot of facilities because so many people are out right now with the Omicron variant, whether they got it on Thanksgiving, whether they got it on Christmas, whether they got it on New Year's, or just in between that period, such as myself. I did get it before Christmas. Whatever time they've got it, it's been hurting Amazon a lot lately. It's one of the supporting factors on why Amazon has had to call so much MET lately, because they're so short-staffed with employees, with so many of them getting COVID. And not only that, Amazon's also been doing some mass hiring in a lot of different locations. For example, my location has hired a lot of new people lately due to the fact that we've had so many people out with COVID. Like, I personally know people who work at my location in my Discord who have tested positive for COVID. If you're not already in my Discord, go ahead and join it. The link is in the description below. But yeah, it's been really, really bad for Amazon, and their reason for changing this was pretty much because of CDC's recommendation. But to be honest, I think that this is so stupid. I think that this is one of the dumbest things that Amazon ever could have implemented, and I honestly don't know what they were thinking aside from the money. I know that it saves them money if they can have people only go out for a couple of weeks and then get back as fast as possible. So I understand that factor, but overall, I just don't see this as a smart move. And a lot of people on the Amazon subreddit, a lot of people on the Discord have been saying this is dumb. What on earth is Amazon thinking? Why are they changing the policies to 7 days, and this can't be good for anyone. Unfortunately, we're probably going to see a lot of people starting to get sick. It's very unfortunate, but we also might see some deaths due to COVID from people not only at Amazon, but just around the country in general who are only doing 7-day quarantine policies. And again, I just think that this is such a poor, stupid, horrible decision from Amazon, and I completely disagree with their new quarantine policy. And I remember when I first read it, I was mind blown. I was thinking in my mind, seriously, 7 days? You're only going to have people out for 7 days? Just as an example, when my wife had COVID, she had symptoms for way over 7 days. I think she had symptoms probably for up to like 11 or 12 days, and she tested positive within all of those time periods. Several days after the symptoms, she was still testing positive. And again, like I said, these symptoms lasted around 12 days, around 11 days. I don't remember the exact dates, but she was sick for quite a while with COVID when she originally had it. I think this was back in like September. She was sick for a while. She was sick for nearly twice as long as Amazon's policy is going to be. So I definitely do think that a lot of people who get sick with COVID, a lot of them do have symptoms for over 7 days, and they're going to be testing positive and might be contagious for over 7 days, which is why I think that this is such a poor decision. This is going to cause, I don't see the good in this, because I genuinely believe that a lot of people are going to go back after 7 days and they're still going to be contagious, or they're still going to be sick and still have symptoms, so they might not even feel good to begin with, but they're forced to go back to work because of that, and then they're just going to be spreading it to other employees, so the cases are only going to raise up higher, and it's only going to be more people out, more people getting sick. And I just don't see how this was a good financial decision for Amazon, because yeah, you'll get employees back faster, so you'll have work being done more. But at the same time, those employees that come back could possibly still be sick and getting a lot of other people sick, which means you're just wiping out even more employees than we have right now. We don't need this. We don't need this 7-day quarantine policy. I don't understand what Amazon was thinking when they introduced this. Again, I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. You can already tell how I feel about it. I think this is extremely dumb. I know they're only doing this. They're probably just upset that a lot of people are getting sick right now and that a lot of people are out. It's probably making them really, really mad. They're having to call MET. It's not really good on the employees. They're having to call MET. They're pretty backed up, and so they're just like, let's just have our people come back sick. I don't care. And then another thing too is that they say in the notification as well, I'll put a screenshot somewhere up on the screen as well, they also say in the notification, if you're still sick, don't return to work. But the thing is the people that are still sick are most likely going to lie. There's a lot of people who are going to lie and just be like, I feel fine, because they know that if they don't come back and they extend their period for quarantine, there's a good chance that they're not even going to get paid for those extra days, because Amazon's policy is only up to 40 hours now. So there's a good chance that you're no longer going to get paid if you're still sick. And I think overall, this is such a stupid decision. I don't see how this benefits them financially. I don't see how this benefits the employees. If anything, it is putting us at risk. And I really, really hate that Amazon is doing this to us. They're putting us at risk a lot. There's going to be a lot of more people getting sick. And overall, this is just so dumb. Like, I can go on and on about how poor this decision was, but Amazon thinks they're going to fill their pockets more like this. They're going by the CDC's recommendation, knowing that the CDC's recommendation is an absolute joke, and they just want their employees back faster. But I don't see this as a good idea. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this. I kind of just wanted to discuss this new policy. You could discuss some thoughts on it. And yeah, I kind of just want to get your opinions on this. I haven't seen a single person say that this is a good idea. Almost everybody that I've talked to, whether it was on the Amazon FC subreddit or whether it was in my Discord. Again, if you haven't joined it and you want to discuss things like this and just life in general, go ahead and join that in the link in the description below. But with everyone that I've discussed this with, nobody has said that it was a good idea. Like, everyone that I've talked to about this with has just said they're just doing it for the money. They're doing it because they want their employees back faster. A lot of people are out right now, and 10 days is a pretty lengthy period in their opinions, probably, for people to be out. So again, I don't see how this is a good idea. I don't see who this benefits, but Amazon's went through with it. They've already confirmed this took effect. As soon as that notification hit, that's when it took effect. And yeah, and another thing too that's really annoying is that Amazon, if anybody's tested positive recently, you'll know that Amazon's ERC has been so backed up that you can't even get a hold of them. It takes like over 7 days for your quarantine to be accepted to begin with. It's been pending for a lot of people for even over like 10 days. It's been pending for a lot of people. And overall, the situation is just not good right now, and I don't think that this is going to help it. If anything, I think this is going to make it worse. But again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm going to end that video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all.